If you were young, you may not know, but what if I were to tell you? What if I were to tell you that there was a movie that had this fucking cast? Warren Oates, PJ Souls, John Larroquette, Sean Young, fucking Bill Paxton, a young Bill Paxton, a young Judge Reinhold, Timothy Busfeld, and on top of that, a young Harold Ramis, a young John Candy, and a young Bill Murray. Yeah, I'm speaking of Stripes, which is actually a fun, underrated movie that nobody fucking talks about anymore. This was the movie that basically made Bill Murray a movie star. Came out in 1981. I was watching it again tonight for the first time in decades. It's a really fun movie. And, you know, there are little things about this movie that make it better than the usual popular comedy. Like, why are fucking Harold Ramis and Bill Murray in this movie friends? The movie never explains that, and you couldn't find more polar opposites. But as you watch the movie wondering, why the fuck are these two guys friends? And you see them interact with each other, you say, oh, okay. So actually, they kind of need each other. It has that little element going on. If the women in this movie are incredible. Like they know the score. They absolutely see these guys for who they are, and they like them, but they make these guys work for it with a flirting. And you know, you rarely see that quality from women in movies these days. And they're so charming. PJ Souls and Sean Young. I mean, you know, two of the most amazing character actors of the last 40 years. Stripes is a really fun movie that reminds us of what comedy could be. It's about the human moments. It works on its kind of base level because Ivan Reitman, the director, injects humanism into it and calls, you know, basically says to all these actors, you've got to actually bring your A game. You've got to bring some humanism to it. You know, the little moments I've observed, that's what makes it a really, like, a better than average movie. That's what made it a huge financial hit in 1981. And it launched the movie careers of so many great talents. It's all about the heart, man. Stripes, for what it may be just your typical sort of comedy movie of the time, but it's got heart. It's got fucking heart. So I am a Stripes fan, and I really enjoyed revisiting it, and everybody's obviously having a good time making this. I wish we had more movies like that, man.